Hi everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to Boomy Reactions. For those of you that are new to the channel, I am Boomy, and today I'm going to be reacting to REN's Kujo Beatdown. Now, I don't think this was requested too many times in the comments. However, while I have been going about my little fangirl research of REN, going down the REN rabbit hole a bit further, this song popped up quite a few times with the legal kind of battle that was associated with it between Kujo and REN. So I was reading a little bit about that. But at the same time, I don't want any spoilers because I want to react. So let me get this straight. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is my understanding of the situation. So REN has bought the beat that he used in Sick Boy off a platform called BeatStars from an artist called Kujo, who presumably should have had all of the copyright issues with a choir used in the beat. So that should have all been cleared through Kujo's side. I don't think it was, for whatever reason. REN doesn't know this. REN purchases the exclusive rights, all of the rights to this beat, and uses it in his track in Sick Boy, whilst away in Canada for his presumably life-saving treatment for his brain damage that was contracted, or that happened during his period with Lyme's disease. REN returns from this treatment to his legal team, informing him about this situation that was happening. REN contacts Kujo. There's a bit of a back and forth between the pair of them, a friendly, civil kind of back and forth. Anyway. And then it kind of escalates from there. I've seen the video. I have listened to REN discuss the messages between the pair of them and the legal situation. Now, my takeaway from this is that REN has been very amicable and very pleasant, probably a lot more pleasant than a lot of artists would have been over this whole affair. Appeared to be what I would say was quite generous with offers for compensation, future royalties, publishing rights, blah, blah, blah. I don't pretend to understand an awful lot about the legalities of the music industry, so please correct me if I'm wrong. But this is my understanding of the situation. Whichever representation, whatever Kujo had, they got a little bit greedy. I say a little bit. They got quite greedy and they wanted more than REN was prepared to offer. And his girlfriend got involved. So professional. And yeah, that's my understanding of it. So this whole thing seems kind of involved, very messy. But one thing I did have to say, particularly to Kujo, is what were you thinking? Ew. Holding REN's music hostage, his video, taking it down off YouTube. What the actual, like, that is his life's work. That is his masterpiece. It's like, so yeah, that's my understanding of the situation. A little bit of a spoiler. I know the choir make an appearance in this song. Or sorry, it's not the choir in the original beat, the Bulgarian choir. But I know there is a choir somewhere in this song. It's a little bit of a spoiler. I didn't want to continue anymore with the video in case I got any more spoilers. So I'm expecting the choir to make an appearance somewhere in this video. I don't know what to expect from this. I think considering the choir's in it, I don't know, is it like a sad song? Like, how could you, Kujo? Look what you've done. I don't know. So let's just jump in and watch the video. Let's stop messing around. Damn. Angry.
The person who is rightly doing right, who is right there on the righteous path, no wrong in words I write. But the forces out there test me, Ren. I'm trying to find the path and forgive all those who test my will. There's trouble in my heart. What the fuck, you little pussy? This ain't high Ren number 2. This ain't pendulums or songs of hope that can't talk from you. And the last time we did this, the hope did prevail. Now the hope is the road that will choke a bitch pale. No.
Oh, what am I watching? He is so angry. Rightly so, to be fair. But oh my God, he's furious. So the introduction here is very similar to Sick Boy, that it's so primal and so aggressive and so angry. The red outfit as well. Red is the color of anger. Which I just want to note that I think is really cool. I have just noticed. So the first few lines, he repeatedly mentions the word right, righteous, right path. And I like that repetition. That's really getting the message to us. So the camera angle, so it looks as though it's from the first person, from Ren. And then it changes. So it looks as though we have Ren talking to someone else, and then that camera comes back and we realize he's talking to himself, like other Ren's not there. I need something to call Ren for the sake of this video. I think I had an issue with it in Hi Ren as well. I don't want to keep referring to these as Ren and Ren because it gets really confusing. I'm gonna call this id part of Ren, part of his it's like darker side. I'm gonna call him Dark Ren. So for the sake of this video, I'm gonna refer to this Ren as Dark Ren and Ren. So he's back. Oh my gosh. It's basically High Ren number 2. Like, I know he says this isn't High Ren number 2. I wanted a High Ren number 2. Like, that would have been cool. So I'm going to take this. Yeah, so when that camera zooms out, we can see that he is actually talking to himself. And we've got Ren, who continues this line. He says, this isn't High Ren number 2. But it's like he's saying, this isn't an internal fight between me and you. We now have a common enemy. Let's set aside our differences. Let's target Kujo. I like that. It's like those little two halves working together for the greater good. Oh, wow. Okay, there is a line that he says there as well, which is so cool. It's so visual. Hope is the rope that will choke a bitch pale. Oh, because as we saw in High Ren, hope was what Ren clung to, and it was it's a big theme when the pair of them were conversing back and forward. Ren clung to hope. So for Dark Ren to make such a statement like that, hope is the rope that will choke a bitch pale. Oh, I love that. This is so angry. I'm going to carry on.
And we did this, the hope did prevail. Now the hope is the road that will choke a bitch pale. No, just wait a sec. Cause there's nothing to be gained when you sever the neck. I know the art is a part of your heart, so you're upset. But this hate breeds hate, please wait, geez, Ren. I'm getting pretty sick of the sick boy, trying to be the it boy, trying to be the I'm so morally equipped boy. Face it, you're mad as fuck, Ren. Now let me cut this worm with my razor blade pen.
Fuck it.
No, not another hostage.
Hi Kujo, please don't try to struggle, hear me out, see I'm on your side really. Well, I was, till I found you could get a little greedy. Push your luck a little far. There's a moral, little Jimmy, of the cookie and the jar. See the needy and the...
Oh shit. I was just about to stop and say, oh no, Dark Ren has another hostage. He does have another hostage. It's like Money Game, but it's not just a hostage. It's Kujo. Oh, yeah, that's Kujo. Oh my, like that looks a lot like him. Oh my god. Oh, Ren. Yeah, it's Kujo. Okay. Okay. Um, before we got to that scene where he pulls Kujo out tied to the chair, Ren is showing us that he really did try his best to avoid any animosity and any escalation of the situation. And he's actually trying to calm Dark Ren down by telling him, you know, I know art is in your heart. I understand why you're upset. I get it. I'm upset too. But we need to calm because hate's not going to get anything done. It's not going to go anywhere and it won't achieve anything. And then we get a comeback from Dark Ren. And then Ren is just like, you know what? I've exhausted being nice. So you've got a point, Dark Ren. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to let you take center stage. This is all you. I'm done. Oh my God. So, yeah, I mean, to be fair, Ren showed us throughout a multiple amount of messages and screenshots how many times did he try and extend this olive branch out only to have Kujo kind of like knock it away or, you know, set a light to it. He tried. He did really try. And I get the impression that Ren is generally a very amicable, very pleasant natured person. But what you should never ever do is mistake anybody's niceness or pleasantness. Never mistake that for weakness because they are not the same thing. So that's on you, Kujo. Oh my God. So yeah, you just had your balls handed out back to you. Oh my God. Let's carry on watching. Oh my God.
Struggle, hear me out, see I'm on your side really. Well, I was, till I found you could get a little greedy. Push your luck a little far. There's a moral, little Jimmy, of the cookie and the jar. See the needy and the greedy.
I've just paused it in the same space. I am sorry, guys, but I have just noticed there's flashing lights in the back of the stage, and there's a choir. There's the choir. Can we kind of? Is that them in the background? Is that the choir? It was the strings before, which sounded really cool as well. It was kind of like, you know, that stabbing moment in old horror films, like. Here's our choir. It's not a sad song. They're adding to the effect of the anger and the dread and the kind of horror for the violence that we think might actually happen here. I think we might be witnessing a murder. But there's a line that I just heard again for the second time. I didn't really process it the first time because of Kujo. The line, little Jimmy with the cookies from the jar. Nice little throwback there to Money Game Part 3. Jimmy and the hand in the cookie jar. I love that. So there was also this other line that he said a little bit earlier on when there was this back and forward from Ren and Dark Ren. Let me cut this worm with my razor blade pen. I love that. His pen. It's like, it's his lyrics, his words. He's going to attack him with his song, with his lyrics. He's going to hurt him with his words. He doesn't need to physically hurt him because he's just going to let his lyrics do all of that for him, which is really, really cool. I like that. That's a clever lyric. I like that. Let's carry on.
Push your luck a little far. There's a moral, little Jimmy, of the cookie and the jar. See the needy and the greedy, they're just trying to fill a hole. So they take and then they take and still the empty in their soul. They feel so hard done by. Poor little you. Wanna take from me big, then I'll take from you too. Shut up, slut, you said enough. I thought you said you like it rough. I thought you said she liked it rough. You're a bitch, man, what the fuck? I'm confused by this dynamic. Like it's Bonnie and it's Clyde, but the
Ren went there. That's the girlfriend. I don't know her name. That's the girlfriend. Oh my God. Okay. We have 2 hostages now. It's Kujo and his girlfriend. Okay. I'm going to have to rewind that, guys, because I don't think I actually processed any of those lyrics after he brought that second chair out. Let's go back.
He likes it rough, you're a bitch, man, what the fuck? I'm confused by this dynamic. Like it's Bonnie and it's Clyde, but the killing you're committing is career suicide. Whoa, guys, you probably think that this is extreme, I won't lie. Maybe just a little bit mean, you know, I feel a little bad about it, really. Nah, I'm only messing, lad, I love to spank the greedy. I hope you wake up sweating from your nightmares, see me. I'm the sick boy that you enslave, free me. When you fuck with my work, you might as well bleed me. I put my whole soul into my words legally. Now a little thief want beef, want steal from me. That's how little thief lose teeth, you meal to me. I'm the subject matter, you are part of the scenery. This is how the sick boy works.
The choir, the choir. I'm just, there's little flash scenes. We've got the choir on the floor with blood. They're dead. Please tell me that wasn't Ren. No, that's Kujo. That's Kujo, right? Not paying them their dues after they were on the beat. Please tell me that that was Kujo that did that. That's not Ren. Also, as well, we have our little piggyback. He's back. Did anyone else catch that? Those I don't think I'm quick enough at pausing. I don't think I'll actually manage to get it at the right time. We've got the pig mask on Kujo's head in little cutscenes, which is really cool. Obviously, he's a greedy little piggy. But there was, you know what? I'm going to actually have to rewind that to check. Hang on.
I'm the subject matter, you are part of the scenery. This is how the sick boy work, you feel it?
No, sorry, it's not there, guys. Go a little bit further back.
Little thief want beef, want steal from me. That's how little thief lose teeth, you meal to me. I'm the subject matter, you are part of the scenery. This is how the sick boy work, you feeling me? Cunt, I'm sick with the pen.
He dropped that C nuke. I think it's the second time he actually did that as well. I love that word. Was Ren in that chair? I don't think I actually rewound it back further enough. He's in the chair. There's like a split second where it's actually Ren in the chair and it's Kujo. Oh. What were the lyrics at the same time that he said that? Is that when he said, if you take my art from me, something to words to effect, if you take my art from me, you may as well bleed me. So that was Kujo holding him hostage, very much, when his video was taken down off YouTube. Did anyone catch the, of course you could, that demonic voice as he was saying, this is, I'm the sick boy, this is how the sick boy, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to replay it. He says it in a really demonic voice. I like that.
Scenery. This is how the sick boy work. You feeling me? Cunt, I'm sick with the pen. I went easy on the daughter. He's a friend, it's Zen. But if I ever hear your mouth speak the name of Ren out in public, then it's public. You don't want that again.
I don't think I understand that line. Can anyone help me understand that? He went easy on the daughter. Did he say the daughter? And it's Zen. But if you say my name, if you say the name Ren in public again, I'm awful at remembering lyrics. What does that mean? Anyone help? Drop a comment if you guys know. What's the daughter? Is that someone's name? Is that like Old Norse for daughter? What does that mean? If anyone can offer any pearls of wisdom, that would be much appreciated. I don't know what the significance is in that line. There's a clever little reference to food, and I think he says, "Is it the little thieves? That's how little thieves lose their teeth." Ooh, that's a bit of a tongue twister. And then he mentions having the beef. And then there was something else as well. Oh, you're a meal to me. Oh, so threatening. It's so angry. Oh my gosh, look at what you have awoken in Ren, Kujo. Like, this is on you.
Ever hear your mouth speak the name of Ren out in public, then it's public, you don't want that again. And no warning for your bitch, with a girlfriend too. Mrs. Nice behind the scenes, poor Kujo, boo-hoo. If I ever read another fucking comment from you, then this is only part one, it's even worse than part two.
Part two? Drop the mic. Oh my god. Okay, what? Hang on. Just before I start, let me try and see what this actually says. The views expressed in this video are for creative purposes. Let's not forget, everybody, that these are fictional characters and have no representation to any existing peoples, no matter how convincing they may seem. Any issues I have will be dealt with on a personal basis. I believe Ren did try and resolve this on a personal basis. But my understanding of the situation is that Kujo really wanted it to be handled by the legal teams. I kind of get it, if you're not clued up on legal jargon and you don't really understand an awful lot of what's going on, I get it. But why didn't you just talk to Ren when you had no response, when his legal team was supposedly dragging their feet and messing around? Why didn't you call him? Why didn't you just message him? It's a little bit more passive than calling him. Why didn't you? The last line, something along the lines of, I do not condone abuse of any kind, maybe. So presumably this is a reference to Ren's plea to his loving fans to maybe to stop giving Kujo and his girlfriend, or maybe it was just Kujo, but to stop giving them abuse and grief. Maybe that's where this little warning at the end of the song has come from, a little disclaimer for Ren, um, which I get. You know, Ren has such loyal fans, because he represents so many of us that don't necessarily have a platform to speak on. The less wealthy, the less attractive, if you like, the sick, the mentally unwell, and it's understandable that his fans want to rally to his cause and jump to defend him you know because of what he's given us. And I get that. I really get that. But sometimes it reflects not as well on Ren, I think. So I understand. Yeah, I get the disclaimer. I get it. And I know all of you renegades. I know you love Ren. Saint Ren. And what's not to love? For everything he gives his fans. But yeah, I think there is a fine line between rallying to his cause and defending him, and protecting this independent artist with everything that we have, because he needs protecting. But then I think there is a line that we need to be very careful that we don't cross, when it does start to reflect badly on Ren. So I think that's what that was referencing. I was just trying to remember the last few lines before that video cut out. This is only part one. Is it really disturbing? Like, is it really messed up that I can't wait for a part two? Like, I really want to see a part two. I really want to see how this plays out. And he's left them tired on the chairs, and he's just walked off that stage. He's turned the light off. Oh, that was a drop the mic moment, wasn't it? This is how I'm going to end things. Enough sad. The way he refers to Kujo's girlfriend, Little Miss Nice, behind the scenes. Is that how the lyrics went? You're all very pleasant and amicable when we're exchanging messages, but then you are very quick to toddle on to Instagram, was it? Or Reddit? I can't remember which platform it actually was, to say something completely different. I'm not here to shit talk anyone. I'm just saying it how it is. So I get that frustration. I do. I don't understand the reference between her saying that she likes it rough. I thought you said she liked it rough. You're such a little bitch. I don't think I've read enough of those messages to know the reference to that, but hey ho. And yeah, there's a very clever play there between the food, isn't it? That's how thieves lose their teeth, and then having the beef, and basically, you're nothing, you're a meal for me. And one thing I really like Ren does with his lyrics, with his character building, his male characters. I think I've only ever seen this from the male characters in his storytelling. The characters that we see that have absolutely gone past boiling point and they are just driven by rage. Like, there's a red mist that's descended, and this is all that drives them. They are just, and they're fueled on adrenaline. We hear these, we hear the ego coming out in these characters. Like, it drives them. Maybe it's part of their ego, and it's their, kind of delusions of grandeur, but it really gives us a sense of their mental state at that point. Yeah, I love that. That's like, they're so crazed, but at the same time, they have to feel this egotistical fuel to keep going. Like, you're nothing. I am the center stage. You are a meal for me. You're going to have nightmares about this. And I love it. I got the same kind of vibes with his other kind of male characters in his other songs, other stories. And it's a great depiction. Like, it really plays into the visual of the character. That was such an angry song. Oh, and I think you could tell, like, his video when he was explaining the situation. I don't know what everyone else kind of made of that, but for me, I saw a little bit of myself when I get angry. I'd like to think I'm somebody that, when I'm angry, I'm really pushed into being angry. That's not my first choice. And I resent actually having to be pushed into being that angry. So when you are pushed past the point where you've exhausted all of your niceness and all of your pleasantries, you are shaking almost with anger, and you can feel your blood boiling. But it's that resentment that you've been driven to it because you're not that way by nature. And I don't know, I saw that kind of similar kind of behavior, that kind of similarness in Ren in that video, and it really made me feel for him. It really made me feel the stress that he was going through at that time, and how he's just been pushed into feeling this angry. And he doesn't, it's not his first choice. He doesn't like being angry. He doesn't like having to retaliate to this kind of behavior. And yeah, I really felt for him. So this was a work of art. This was performance art, and I'm loving it. His storytelling is just phenomenal. I loved it. And because I'm a little bit sick, I can't wait for part 2. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Also, if you are enjoying my reactions, please like and subscribe to the channel. It is hugely beneficial. Thank you. And any suggestions for any more Ren videos, any more to react to, is fantastic. Thank you for all your suggestions that you've made so far. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.